there's no two ways about it. Since we were last here, our form has been shite. Bar 2 games. One very surprising game. As a result, the 2 games we're playing today, one's different. We're still taking on Rangers, but we've reached the League Cup semi-final. And we play that today against Rangers. It's a double header. This is going to go badly. Let's just get to it. This Quite Average Gamer. My name is still Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin Experiment. Welcome in, everybody. There we go. The recording's working this time. Let's look at the previous results. So last time we were here, we lost to Celtic. We drew with Motherwell, and we followed it up with a 1-0 loss at home to St Mirren. A 3-2 defeat at Pittodrie. To Aberdeen in this game was fucking frustrating. Avery had to play in goals. I can't remember if Sands was international duty or injured. We took the lead under a minute. They equalised on the 2nd minute. They went 2-1 up on the 7th minute. We equalised on the 90th minute. And 2 minutes later, they got the winner. We were so close to a point, we didn't quite get it. We then beat Celtic 1-0 in extra time in the quarter-finals. But this doesn't tell the whole story. We had the ball in the net twice in 90 minutes. Both were ruled out for offside. One was in extra time. Both came from former Celtic player Miller. And it was such an evenly matched game. That's the thing that fries my brain, and we've honestly just kept the same style of play since. This was the first effort that got ruled out. We had to make changes early on. We didn't really play well. Miller, great finish. Just offside. So frustrating, but that one was just offside. We then, just before the end of the first half of extra time, Miller had the ball in the net a second time. And again, it is a fraction offside. And honestly, I thought, this is going to go to penalties. And it was a penalty. It was Fraser Hornby. He tucked it away, and with the remaining 3-4 minutes, we held on. And as you can see, we played a control possession style, and we did. In terms of shots for and against and on target, pretty bloody similar. Everything was... We played really well this game. The fact we went through was amazing, and we followed it up with a 2-0 win over Dundee United. And I want to show you the highlights of these goals as well. O'Toole's double against Aberdeen, his second goal, I actually might show you the second goal, that only. It was hilariously bad defending. I was so happy that we got the equaliser with this. But this is how the game went for us. Feeney had a great game, linked up with O'Toole. This was the 3rd or 4th time O'Toole had went one-on-one with the keeper, but this time we picked his spot. Second goal came, end of the game, and I was very happy to see Feeney get the goal. Just heads home from a couple yards out. 2-0 victory, and it was a good win. It was a good performance. Everything we kind of wanted it to be. We dominated possession again. We didn't get as many shots, but these three linked up incredibly well. This back three, and especially Moanga, mwah. Avery played it well in the couple games he had to play. I accidentally played him in Dundee United. I didn't mean to. We brought back Sands, and we immediately lost. Went 1-0 down on 10 minutes. They then doubled their lead on 75. Lewis Miller pulled one back on 86. We just couldn't get back in the game. We then had a poor result. It was a 0-0 draw against Falkirk. And if you see the ratings there, we played pretty well with the exception of a couple of our strikers. And then we lost 1-0 to a Michael Mellon goal against St Johnstone. I said I was going to show you that second goal of the Aberdeen game. Let's... bloody hell. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this again. So this was the first goal of the game from us. I'll just show you our goals for it before we move on to today's double games. And it was O'Toole, Mwanga really is playing well. So happy to have him. Feeney and O'Toole and Jan, they do link up well together. Jan's been has like quite a big goal drought now. So we have till time we need to start playing better. And then this is the second goal, and honestly, boop! It comes off his arse. Beats the keeper by coming off his arse. I thought we'd won it, and then they got the goal. That unfortunately did win the game for them. But we are at Borough Briggs. We are taking on Rangers. This is our team for today. In goals will be Sands. Back three of Keenan, Manuel, and Mwanga. They're getting a nice little partnership going, which is good. Our wing backs will be O'Halloran and McCarthy. O'Halloran has pretty much took that as his slot. Dag has now become a second choice player there. Kane and Patrick taking the defensive mid slots with that front three that we purchased in the summer of O'Toole, Jan, and Feeney. Jan is on a bit of a goal scoring drought, but between O'Toole, Jan, Feeney, you can see 6 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, so 15 goals between them three. Hornby's on 1, Miller's on 3, Miles on 1, and that's kind of it in terms of those attacking players. On the bench today then will be Diamond, Andre, Towler, Said Dag, Villa, Chambers, Miles, Hornby and Miller. Tynan's just come back from injury. Gallagher's just come back from injury. I don't think he's played yet for us. He made one appearance in the Cup. El Hadoui is out injured but should be back in about a week, so he'll miss the doubleheader today. And Kelly, who has yet to feature in the league for us because we don't play with wide players. And we have about 4 options just now for that number 10 role. But let's see how we got on today. It's going to be a tough one. Actually, let me show you the league table because I haven't done that as of yet. We are second bottom. We're 5 points ahead of Hearts. They just drew their previous game against Celtic. So we are 4 points clear. However, they do have 5 points, but they have a game in hand. That would put us to 2. However, we are only 1 point behind Kilmarnock. We're 1 point behind St Mirren. Again, 2 games in hand. And then you start going, 4, 5, 7 points. And it starts going up the table that way. But, 12 games in, on 9 points. We're doing okay-ish. We're kind of keeping pace enough. Couple of results go our way. We could climb that table again. So I'm not too worried about anything like that at the moment. Hoping Freddie Sands decides to play well for the first time in ages, although this is a very, very good Rangers side that's currently top of the league. I think they actually won the league last year, didn't they? Our form has been very up and down. But let's see how we get on today at Borough Briggs. We played and went total with Celtic here in the Cup. Can we do the same with Rangers in the league before we make our way down to Hampden and Glasgow for that semi-final? It's going to be tough, I'll tell you that much. Maybe not a sellout, but we're not that far away from it here at the stadium. Do want to block the initial cross. Not the best chance, which is good for us. There's no real point worrying about the other league games and anything like that at the moment. We're nowhere near having to keep an eye on other results. If we hit bottom of the league, that's a different conversation. Oh, Howden, unlucky. So close to just nicking the ball back there and getting us on the counter. He was offside anyway. We kind of switched off a bit there, which I'm not a big fan of. Keenan was on the bench for a few of those games because Andre was playing okay. His form dipped. Keenan comes back in. That's the beauty just now of having kind of Keenan and Andre, whatever, battling out for that other position. That we have 4 very good goalkeepers fighting out for 3 positions. And then we have Diamond and Tynan. Forgot his name already. Doesn't matter. Had a shot from distance straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Easy save for him. We are dominating possession, which is good to see. So the dominating possession is pretty much what we've just settled on. We're not really fully there yet, but we kind of are as well. Like, Patrick's now having a poor game, but the 4 defensive mids we've got can do this role quite comfortably. My issue is 2 of them got injured at one point. We had nobody else that could take over in there. So I ended up playing Sam Chambers there as a sub and just had to pretty much run guys out of the ground So that's maybe a position I might need to look for another option. He's offside. I thought he was offside. I've seen the flag go up as well. So come January, we're definitely probably going to have to look for another defensive midfielder. Probably going to have to look to move on a fair few guys. At least two of Chambers, Miles, and Kelly need to go. In terms of other options, I don't know. If Keenan and Andre keep developing, then I just need kind of backup centre backs. If they stall, we're probably going to need somebody else on the same level as Manuel and Mwanga. Jan free kick. Can't go ahead of the goalkeeper. Don't know why he didn't go for the obvious area. Wing backs as well is a position that probably we're not quite where we want to be. McCarthy's fine. Dag and O'Halloran are okay. It's probably a second choice. Dag just isn't quite the level we thought it was going to be, which is annoying, but it happens. And I think our strikers, genuinely, in our number 10, like these three, are fine for the level we're at as well. So we are kind of there. It's now just putting a bit of consistency on the table. But we do need to get a bit of consistency, get a bit of form as well, get that bit of belief going, and see where it can take us. We're just generally, I don't think we're that far away from like a stable side in the league, like a team that probably shouldn't be getting relegated any year with the squad we've currently got. The issue is it's a reputation of the club, so as much as we had all that money to spend and the board are unhappy or a bit disappointed, if you like, that I didn't spend it, we're not getting the level of player that we should be getting with the money we have. And it was hard enough for me to get the level of player that we did get for like the type of fee that they should have cost. I think we did well with O'Toole, with Jan, with Feeney. Like we did well in those fees, but you look at something like Dag, I think we've definitely overspent on. Manuel, I'm not sure. I think he might be okay. But then there's other areas where we've done really fucking well, like El Hadoui getting him early, Patrick on a free. So things like that I think have worked well. But yeah, all in all, I'm actually quite happy with the squad. And I'm quite comfortable with the level we've got. It's just a case now of building upon it, which, to be honest, we were miles away from the first time we got into this division. So it's good to see that, do you know what, that actually 2 years away in the championship actually benefited us like I kind of hoped it would. Not from a financial point of view, but just from a pure squad building point of view. Plus, getting a takeover next, having some money to spend, helped massively. It's 1-0. That one might be offside, but I doubt it. I don't think it's off, but I'll take VAR if it says it is, and it does. And it does. That's what, the second time they've had the ball in the back of the net? Right now, Patrick and Feeney are the two I'm kind of eyeing up for early subs. They had a poor first half. I think they're having a poor second half. Jones on the free kick. Over the wall. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Lewis Miller. We know he has a goal threat, although he has only scored 3 goals this season. Villa for Patrick. It's a like-for-like sub. Difference, I think, is, if I remember right, is Villa's a lot taller than Patrick, so it probably gives a bit more of a physical presence, defending and attacking set pieces, although we're not the strongest at set pieces anyway. Villa's block there takes it just wide of the post. That might have snuck in otherwise. Can we get out to it? Can we stop the ball coming back in? Okay. Manuel's having a poor game, which you don't really want to be seeing. Although now it's Mwanga, so it just seems to be changing as the game goes on. Going to bring on Towler. He has more attacking for us than McCarthy is. He's absolutely spent. So is Kane, but I don't really have a sub for him. Dag will come on. It's pretty much like for like. I don't know if I'd be as well changing our shape a little bit just to get Kane off. Let's put Villa in there as that defensive midfielder on defend. Annoyingly, we're going to have to drop O'Toole, I think, and let's bring on Chambers. And then what we do have then is 2 centre mid attack. Roman playmaker, maybe actually. No, advanced playmaker. And see if this works. Just congest the middle of the park that little bit more, but it might leave Jan and Miller isolated. I might drop you into the number 10 position. It is his more natural position, to be fair. We might be dominating possession, but we're not dominating chances, that's for sure. No, because I think he's just going to block space if we do that. 10 minutes left. Can we nick a winner here? That's the question. O'Toole clears, but it falls straight back to a Rangers player. Oh, Jesus Christ. That should have been a goal for Rangers. We are very lucky we are still level. So he gets it to Chambers. That is a poor pass, Chambers. Chambers might have been my sign of the season last season, but I feel this is just a step too much for him for us. He's somebody we're going to try and move on. We'll not get our money back, but getting into this division again probably was worth it. Sands with the save against. Comfortable save. He's had one or two really good saves, Sands. That one just a minute ago before the corner was phenomenal. Poor miss for the striker, but for us, great save. Seconds left on the clock. We take a point. That is a surprise point. These are the games that any point we get is a bloody bonus this season, especially. And it is very satisfying. We did okay. I'm not going to say we did great, and I'm not going to say we did amazingly well, because we didn't. They were all over us. But to just get the point, just to grind out that result, whilst dominating the ball, keeping the possession. They might have had all the chance, but we're keeping more of the ball. They just seem to be catching us on the break constantly. Why is my game clipping like that so badly? With Hearts losing, though, it does give us a 6-point gap, so if they win their game in hand, it's only 3 points now. Kilmarnock lost. Kilmarnock drew with Celtic, so they stay a point ahead. St Mirren won their game in Hearts, so that's 3 points. Falkirk drew as well. Look, what's going on? But yeah, Rangers, 30 points from 13 games. They are, they've dropped 9 points all season. That's not bad. That's not bad at all so far. Scarily not bad. But yeah, downside for us, we have 4 days now until the next game. Will we be fully recovered to play our strongest 11? I have no idea. But I'll see you then, we'll find out together. We're back. I have made no changes to the starting 11 or the bench. Some interesting information. Hearts lost their game in hand. They are still 6 points behind us. Amazing. If we win today, we take on Falkirk in the final. They beat St Johnstone in the other game. We are 1 game away from a very, very winnable final. It is an unchanged 11. It is an unchanged bench. Let's get to it. Now, you know and I know that we cannot do what we did last game. We cannot give away as many chances as we did. They will score. I mean, they did score. Twice. They were offside, but they scored. They also missed a sitter. Okay. Us, on the other hand, in the other side of the park, if you like, have to create better quality chances. Not necessarily more chances, but better quality ones to give us a more likely chance to score. It would be really useful if O'Halloran didn't just sleep when the ball's passed to him. At least he's won the ball back. But things like that, we can't survive with those type of mistakes. That could be an issue. Jesus Christ. It's going to be such a long game for me. Rangers have a player called Finger. I really hope Finger doesn't sneak in at the back post. I really hope Finger doesn't slide one in. I am a child. Right, but seriously, we need to defend. Oh, Jesus Christ, Finger at the back post. Almost did slide one in with his head. We need to be doing a bit better, though. Again, we're dominating possession. We're getting a lot of passing done. Patrick's picked up a knock. Keenan, ball forward. It's not really threatening. O'Toole, though, this is probably the right type of area. O'Toole shot from distance. Comfortably saved. Let's make that change. I'm kind of concerned that Kane's on a booking and we have no one we can swap him for. So it might result in a change of shape if we need it. That's not great. It's not great. What I'm going to do just now is just swap this round. We'll play with 2 10s. I think this might go a bit better. Yeah. Let's do this shape. It's going to leave Feeney slightly more isolated, but it should help. I'm hoping is keep the ball just when we're getting outside the box and we are creating those chances, so it's not just O'Toole there. Also, with them being slightly more wide, they might make runs out wide as well and kind of stretch Rangers back four a little bit more because our wing-backs aren't going to really get out there that often unless we bring on somebody like Towler. They're not going to get there often. Also, McCarthy, pretty sure he's right-footed, so he's going to look to cut back instead of just hitting a cross down at the byline. Mate, O'Halloran also on a booking. Jan. This is what we need to see. McCarthy, loads of space to drive into, and he just stops. Oh, it's because he's on the fucking defend. Right, Villa, Mwanga. This is kind of fine. We're just trying to get the space. Jan, Feeney! Oh, it's going to get checked by VAR. Go on, lads. What a great bit of play. What a great bit of play. O'Toole, Jan, first time ball. Feeney's run outside of the left foot. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Let's see how close this offside was. Not very, to be honest. He's just caught the defender flat-footed. Flat-footed, back, fully on goals, not even on a side. Great. Well done, lads. Well done. And it looks like dropping to the 2 10s and the 1 striker might be helping us create that bit of space. Especially because they might have an instruction on to say maybe Mark, say Jan. So Jan dropping a bit deeper is going to pull him out. It's where I'm at. If we had maybe wingbacks who were a bit better, both going forward and going in defending, like doing both jobs, we could really stretch them, having them just kind of bombing down. Right now they're both on defence, so you've seen it when there was all that space and he just didn't make the run. Now Tiller would, because he'll put him on support, and maybe I could do that with McCarthy. He's either footed. He's not even left footed, right footed. He's either footed. He's not really got the pace. That's kind of my concern. His ability on the ball's not the greatest either. O'Halloran, let me just have a quick look at you, pal. Although O'Halloran's crossing is a bit better. Again, it's maybe just a lack of pace. Not this game, but maybe it's something to maybe just change. We have had 2 shots, both on target. One of them in the back of the net. McCarthy does need to play better, though. He's having a poor game. The rest I cannot criticise. Because this is a cup game and I'm not playing Avery, I will just play Avery in the league at some point. Probably the next game. But I might consider putting them both on support, both my wing backs, just to see if it maybe makes a bit of a difference. But I need to do it for a run of games. Although one of them will be going on support in a minute because Towler will be. And we've seen Towler when he gets down there. Again, his crossing isn't the best either, but he seems to be pretty decent at it any time we get him down in those positions. Jan with the free kick. It's a goal kick. In fact, let's make that sub just now. I was going to bring on Dag as well. Again, Dag's got decent crossing. Maybe that's my issue with Dag, is I'm just not playing him well. Yeah, because defensively he's shit. Maybe that's my issue. I'm going to riskily put Dag on support. We have 1 more stoppage we can use, 2 more subs we can make. But right now, I wouldn't say there's an obvious one. I'm trying not to push too much. I'm trying not to make more space for them to attack in, which I've kind of done now with not just changing the personnel who are at wing back, but giving them slightly different roles to the guys who were there. Because we're dominating the ball, but they're getting all the creation of the shots. So we're not getting chances out of holding on to the possession. So we are just doing possession for possession's sake, which is fine when we're 1-0 up. It's not fine when you're in general chasing a game. Jan and Kane, though, are getting tired. This is where my problems kind of start. Jan I can take off for Hornby. Jan will take off for Miles. Chamber I'll bring on for Kane, and just have a. We're going to be so open for the last 12 minutes. We are actually going to be wide open for the last 10 minutes. Dag to Chambers. Dag gets it to Villa. Chambers, Villa, just hits it straight into Diamande. I think that's it. We need to win that. We need to stop the shot. Doesn't matter. It's wide. Kind of tempted to just start trying to waste time. I know the kick in the balls is coming. Well done, Sands. He was offside anyway. I seen the flag up from the linesman. I don't like the fact this highlight's still playing. Well, that's never a free kick there. Fuck off. Great save from Sands. He's offside again. By Christ, I am such a nervous wreck. Will this be our first final if we make it? I don't know. O'Toole, Feeney. Oh, he's off. I thought it was it. Why did you just give him the ball back? He went down injured. He took a touch, it's a corner. Oh. If we score from this, it's going to be like, the boos from the crowd at both teams. Not our fans, they'll be cheering, but the Rangers fans will be booing our team and their team. Right. Oh my god. They have had double the amount of shots that we've had. But round about the same on target. I did say it was about the quality of chance in this game, not necessarily the amount for us. I mean, you can see we're keeping the ball. We're just not getting create the chances. So I don't know if that means that our play's breaking down at a certain point, or if we are just not being able to make space, which is annoying. Come on. We are taking Elgin to a domestic cup final that isn't the Challenge Cup. And we're taking on the team that we fought for the league against last season in the Championship. The two newly promoted teams are in the League Cup final. I am buzzing right now. What I feel doesn't matter. Oh, wow. Falkirk versus Elgin City League Cup final. Mental. Actually mental. When does that game take place? Mid-December. Like you said, we don't know who it's against. Yes, we do. It's Falkirk. Why we pretended it's not Falkirk? I mean, that is 100% in the game we come back for. Who's doing better than Leeds? Mirren or Aberdeen? It's Aberdeen. Cool, I'm going to go play the next 3 games. We'll come back for St Mirren and the League Cup final against Falkirk. I said it is a winnable cup final. Watch us bottle it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It massively does help out the channel. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think we're going to win the League Cup final? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.